Woo! Woo! Muted Holden's woo. I love that. That's how loud he is, dude. I'm all about that. And this is
Partially,
partially
partially biased, bitch.
biased.
Biased.
The show with the biased takes from biased fans, partially. Fellas, welcome back, Holden. Dude, we missed you, dude. You look so good. You get a haircut?
I did get a haircut on Thursday. Yeah.
And where do you get a haircut these days, huh? Sport
So
clips?
actually, I've been going to hair cuttery. There's this nice Nigerian woman who cuts my hair. She's a senior stylist. She gives me a discount. She
Love
freaking
that.
loves me, and it's
Aw.
like right down the road. She only works on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I have to kind of like
Yeah.
finagle a spot. But I mean, she does a
Mhm.
great job. I mean,
Yeah,
gives
I
it
love that.
just. I love it. Love a nice haircut.
Shout out hair cuttery. We got to go there. Tuesdays and Thursdays only. As for the
Sponsored.
senior
New
style.
sponsor.
Sponsored. New sponsor.
Sponsored.
New sponsor.
Hair cuttery.
Shoot, fellas.
Use code PB to get 10% off your next haircut.
Hey.
Yeah, they'll totally honor that.
Yes, they will.
For sure. Yes, but only if you like and subscribe and share that. Fellas, back to football. What stuck out from y'all this weekend? Crazy week. I mean, we're at the halfway point. We're past that point. We'll post our record of picks at some
Yes.
point. So y'all,
Yes.
for those y'all keeping score at home. But it's been a crazy season so far. Holden, what's been going through your mind? What stuck out to you?
I mean, I guess you could say that the life support game for Washington, you're sitting at 3-5, one game away for literally season being cashed. I mean, I think 3-6 is essentially a cashed season, but one game makes a huge difference. You go 4-5, one game away from 500, and it was chippy. You know, anytime you're playing Bill Belichick in Foxborough, it's going to be tough, no matter the record.
Oh, great.
And we found a way. I mean, Sam Howell, people are starting to say that Sam Howell is looking like a franchise quarterback. People are starting to say that. I'm seeing it more and more in reports from ESPN, not just Redskins, Commanders, Twitter. I'm seeing like actual reports of other GMs saying Sam Howell has what it takes to be a franchise quarterback. And I think I saw progression. I saw him accurate. There was one throw in the end zone. He just converted an awesome 3rd and 23 on the ground, and then throws an interception in the end zone. If he can work on some of those things and continue to progress, we may have found a 5th-round steal in Sam Howell. He makes a lot of these throws just look effortless. And when he has protection, these changes from the line, they move Tyler Larson to center, they move Chris Paul to left guard. Even though Nick Gates was a huge free agency pickup, he's on the sidelines. They had to make a change, and this change over the past 2 weeks has been huge for Sam Howell's development. We're one game away from 500. We might have a shot at that 7th seed, and these picks are going to start getting real partially biased here shortly.
Love when
Dude,
shit gets biased.
I'm already right there with you. Unfortunately, I love it here.
Man.
Dude, but that's sick. I was glad to see y'all get a win. I'm always glad to see the Pats lose too. So that was a nice double whammy. Yeah, but Aaron, what stuck out to you, back guy?
The fact that the Dolphins still can't beat a good team. I don't know what it is, dude. Like,
I love it.
I woke up, violently hungover from a wedding. Shout out to the Porters.
Shout out Porters. Shout out Hangovers.
Yeah, how many you down, Aaron? How many you down?
Oh man, you know how there's those TikToks where people are like, "Hey, my name's Aaron Young, and this is my first drink." I started at like 12, so like
Classic, as one does.
Yeah, and Naya had a real good time. She
Nice.
destroyed her heels on the gravel walking back and forth in the bathroom, but
no.
it's all right. We had a good time. But yeah, dude, the Dolphins, they have this amazing #1 offense in the league, but when it comes to playing anybody over 500, they just disappear. I don't get it. And I put these picks into my bets and stuff like that, and I lose money to these guys, and I'm gonna have to start watching who they play now, and if they're even marginally good or like slightly close to being above 500, I gotta discount it. So that's
Gotta
what's
pay
up
back
to
for
me.
sure. Steve. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't want to kind of say like tape is out on the Dolphins having lost to us, having lost to the Chiefs now as well. I'm trying to think what else they lost to, but yeah,
The
I don't say
Eagles.
tape. The Eagles. Thank you, Holden. Dude, yes. I don't say tape's kind of out, but I think these good teams, like coaching staffs that know how to prepare for this, and I don't say know the weakness, but kind of take away the ground game from the Dolphins and just kind of figure out if you can just at least limit Hill and Waddle. And falls apart a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dolphins kind of gave them a run for their money in the second half, but
Well, they
yeah,
weren't stopping the run in the second half, and that's really what gave them that rush. I mean,
yeah,
Mostert had 12 carries for 85 yards and a tud. Most of those yards came from the back half of the game. So, and
yeah.
Tyreek Hill had 8 receptions for 62 yards. That's not typical of
That's
his
that's in
standard.
check. Yeah, that's in
Yeah.
check. You
It
had
is.
him in
But what is
check.
it? Spagnano? I can't remember their defense coordinator's name for the Chiefs.
Spagnolo.
Spagnola or whatever.
Spagnola. Steve Spagnola.
Steve Spagnola.
I don't know.
Pretty solid DC, not going to lie. I don't
Yeah.
believe in the total hype where I think Travis Kelce said this is the best defense I've played with. I don't really buy that, but, good for
Well,
them.
They did have some wishy-washy defenses in their Super Bowl years, so I will say they were just high-powered on offense.
We'll see. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, what stuck out to Milwaukee? I had this all figured out. I swear I done diddly did. Dang, I think I took the game I was going to talk about. Let's go ahead and say Ravens 37, winning at home, a blowout against what was a playoff team last year in the Seattle Seahawks, getting it done at home. I mean, are the Seahawks frauds? And just, I hate to say it, but this Ravens team keeps stacking wins and just, I don't say it's tough to fade them at this point, but it's getting hard.
You can fade the Seahawks. You can fade the Seahawks this week if you want.
No, he's talking about the Ravens. You can't fade the Ravens,
Can't
dude.
fade the Ravens.
Oh. No, you can't fade the
They're
fade the
finding a
Ravens
way.
at all.
They're
No,
finding a way.
They're good.
It's weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're good.
But to your point, Sean, I do think the Seahawks might have a little bit of an Achilles heel, kind of also stopping the run because,
Yep.
If they can't get any yards on first and second down and they strictly rely on Geno throwing the ball, plus the Ravens have one of the best defenses in the league. That really hurts saying that as a Steeler fan,
Yeah.
but also knowing that the Steelers, won against that defense and that offense too, albeit a bunch of missed catches. But, it is crazy to see how the Ravens go into these games only favored by like 5 and then end up whooping that ass.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I mean, it's weird because I think we've talked about the Ravens defense a lot, and just on paper, it doesn't have the same firepower or that prestige as had in past years of the Harbaugh defenses. So it's been a little bit of a head scratcher, and it seems like they're just kind of making it work. So, I mean, Ravens are definitely a team to look out for. I'm not 100% sold, but it's just they're making a strong case to get some home games in the postseason. One last quick thing. Raiders getting their first dub after firing head coach, firing GM, cleaning house. I know Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes went down out for the year, but
RIP.
you get a home dub like that. I mean, they're 4-5. Like, I don't know if they could sneak into a playoff, but it's a whole new team. It's a whole new vibe there. Sorry for all our Giants fans out there, but this Danny Dimes deal just looks worse and worse every
It really
week. And being partially biased, I'm like, okay, I love Brian Dable. I know they made the playoffs last year, but hey, bud, if you want to come back and be offensive coordinator for Josh Allen, you come on home. Come on back. He's from Buffalo, too. Come on home, baby. All right, fellas, enough said on recap.
Yep.
Just an honorable mention, I will say the Texans-Buccaneers game was pretty sick.
Dude, that was the one I was going to talk about. Freaking C.J. Stroud lighting it up, dude.
470 for
First
5
good
cutters.
Ohio State quarterback in the pros. Nuts. Baby.
Crazy.
Dude's playing unreal.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe that.
I mean, he's got a 14-1 interception ratio right now. It's crazy.
Wild.
That is crazy. And their running back was kicking field goals.
Oh, yeah, I saw
Also crazy.
that. Does that mean
That's pretty
Fairbairn's
clutch.
out for the season?
I don't know, but it's impressive when it's a tight game like that. You can rely on just an athlete to come in and do kickoffs and field goals, and it's pretty impressive.
Hey,
Kickers.
Texans, if you're listening, Mason Crosby, free agent, just saying. All-time leading scorer in Packers history. Probably could still kick a few. Throwing it out there. But let's get some picks, fellas. Let's pick it up here. All right, Panthers at the Bears. I'm hearing a rumor. Holden, are you going to be at that game?
I sure am. I can't wait.
Dude,
I'm super
tell
excited.
the folks at home, what brings you to the Windy City for Thursday Night Football?
Just a little work, just in town from Wednesday to Friday.
Little
And
deal
I
with
checked the
Prime?
schedule. Just a little deal with Prime. And I said, you know what? I was like, what's going on Thursday night? What sporting event could I hit? I looked up the Bulls. I looked up the Blackhawks. And both teams were away. Didn't think that football would be, the sport that I'd be going to see. But Here we are.
Dude, Soldier
You know what
Field? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm rocking.
Yes.
So soon, baby.
Dude, it'd be so funny if somehow you got that signed.
Representing my old boy Montez, home opener, Fortes. Didn't do anything week 1 against the Saints, so it'll be nice to kind of root for him. But yeah, I'm excited. I think I've heard nothing but cool things about Soldier Field, historic franchise.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm pumped. I mean, it's the Uber's like 10 minutes from my hotel, so it's going to be a fun time.
Well, make sure you get some Chicago deep dish and some hot Italian beef out there. And,
I'm gonna hit the bean. I'm gonna hit Soldier Field. I'm gonna hit some Chicago deep dish.
Dude,
those are my three. Those are my three.
Shot of Malort. You're gonna hate it. Everyone does. All right, dude, that's sick. Well, who you got in this game? Who are you gonna root for? NFC fade or NFC fade?
I mean, this is kind of a lose-lose. I mean, I'm rooting for the Bears just because it's the home team. I don't want to show up to Chicago and root for the Panthers.
Dang, dude, you're gonna do Tucker like that? You're gonna do your boy Tucker Huffman like that? Shout out Tucker.
Well, Tucker was supposed to be on today, but he's coming back from Carolina. He's coming back from Carolina after watching the Carolina Panthers lose yesterday. So he's a little bummed. But yeah, I truly do think Justin Fields comes back this week. Even if he doesn't, I just think I like this Bears team more. I think DJ Moore is going to find the end zone, and I think Montez Sweat's going to have himself a nice little heyday against Bryce Young.
Ooh, dude, we'd love to see that. Yeah, that Carolina offensive line, not that good. Aaron, your analysis.
Oh, man. I said I was off the Bears wagon, dude, but here I got to take it.
I thought I was out. They pulled me right back in.
Every time. I mean, Carolina's just really, really bad. And if we're gonna talk about, because Fields is back, right? Fields is playing.
I think I mean, they're saying
that way.
He's. Okay. I think so. I mean, we'll know more.
I don't see him on the injury designation. I think Khalil Herbert's in the 21-day window to come back, as if that makes a huge difference.
Such a huge difference.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take Chicago here.
Dude, let's make this a triplet right here. I'm on Chicago as well, dude. This Carolina team stinks. Chicago's going to find a way to get done at home. I was impressed by how they put up a fight against this Saints team on the road. This Saints team isn't even that good, but just that kind of fight, that kind of heart, that dog, Yeah. It's tough to root against that. So I'm on the Bears there as well. Let's move it on here to an AFC matchup. Colts traveling up to Foxborough where the Commanders just got a dub. Colts favored here, -1. It's going to be in Frankfurt. Sorry, my bad. This is our second Germany game, but a secondly home game for the Pats. So that's why let's hope they have a nice, whatever it was, lighthouse for them to feel at home with. I doubt it. Yeah, Aaron, who you got here?
I got the Colts. I mean, if the Commanders can take a dub from the Patriots, you could easily say that Riverboat Ron outcoached Bill Belichick, or the fact that Mac Jones just really isn't that good of a quarterback.
I hate Mac Jones, but that being said, I want him to stay with the Patriots forever.
You can fix him. You can fix him. No, but I think it's a pretty simple decision here. I think the Colts are even though they're coming off a win. They just beat the Panthers. The jet lag is one thing, but I think just for international games, I think teams that you don't overthink this. Just take the Colts. Colts are the better team.
That's what they're saying. Holden, help me out here.
I would disagree with you, Aaron. I think I would take the better coach in this situation. I think Bill Belichick, after a loss, is a little dangerous. I'm glad that I'm glad we played Bill Belly when we did. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was still, they still had a chance to tie that game, and we turned the ball over 2 times. Sometimes they just find ways, and that's why I was really glad that we snuck past this one. But if they had sent that thing to overtime, which I was expecting overtime, they were on the 50, and Juju Smith-Schuster had one drop right through his hands, and we kind of got lucky with the pick. I mean, a win's a win, but I don't know. I just think the Patriots are going to be pissed. I think they're a little bit better than their record shows. I just trust Bill Belichick in a game like this. Frankfurt, give me Bill Belly this week. So
you think this is a bounce back spot where the New England Patriots can kind of get the best of an indie team that's not over 500. Like they're still kind of
Yeah,
struggling in some spots.
what are they? They're 4-5.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just that I think it's playing good coaches off a loss. I don't like doing.
Okay.
Just put it that way.
Right.
I wouldn't want to play Mike Tomlin. I wouldn't want to play Harbaugh. I wouldn't want to play Belichick. Some of those coaches that are just like kind of ingrained and they know how to get their teams back on the right track. I just don't like doing it. So
Fair.
I'll take the Pats.
Dang, dude. God, I don't want to pick the Pats. I hate picking the Pats. But this Colts team, unfortunately, after the Bills loss, I gotta start thinking. Colts at 4-5. I don't like them being that close to 500. Maybe it would be a lot for them to vie for a wild card, but I almost can't have it. So I'm like, do I take the Pats? But gosh, I hate the Pats. I'm going on the Colts. I hate the Pats more than I'm worried about the Colts contending for a wild card. I'm on that. I'm gonna take the -1. Just because why not? Add it to the card. A little late, but let's take Chicago -3.5. Just for Holden. He's gonna be at the game.
I'm gonna dial up a fatty on Wednesday before my flight leaves, and I'm gonna hope to cash that thing live. I cannot wait.
Yeah, Montez Sweat, 4 sacks, franchise record.
Is that really franchise record?
I have no idea. I just made that up, but it sounds right? It sounds.
Oh my
sounds
God.
about right. Like I think that's what Khalil had for the Chargers, so we'll go with that. Okay, cool. Moving on here to a super interesting game. Houston Texans, big dub from our boy CJ playing the shitty kitties of Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored -7. Fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm on Texans.
To win or to cover?
Both. Both. I'm definitely gonna take +7. I think what we saw. All right, don't get me wrong.
It opened at 8, so that moved a whole point. So.
Yeah, I'll get that on sooner than later. Bengals, I mean, yeah, they're the Bengals. Yeah, they've won 4 in a row now. But they still didn't look that good. Like, Bill still had a chance with, like, probably the most banged-up defense in the NFL. So, I mean, granted, we got defensive genius, quote-unquote, Sean McDermott calling the defense. But this Texan team looks good. I think they'll at least cover. I'm just going to take them to win because I'm bitter. So, Holden.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are kind of same playbook as last year, and they're going to start getting hot right now. I think Jamar Chase might be out, but they just got T. Higgins back, and he put up 110 yards. Yeah, put up a lot. He needed a game like that. Joe Mixon found the end zone. I don't think he had an extremely great stat day, but I mean, still found the end zone, which I think is important for a running back's confidence.
Yeah,
I just like the Bengals here. I think the Bengals are going to go on a run. I think they continue to find ways to win. This team's a couple years removed from a Super Bowl. They're going to start stacking them. They know they have to in this division. I agree with you. I think the Texans can easily cover.
Yeah, -7's a lot.
I mean, I think it's pretty close, but because I do think C.J. Stroud's playing out of his mind right now as a rookie.
Yeah,
and that's great for the Texans in general. But Bengals.
Would you take that straight at 7, or would you like alt it down to like 6.5 or something like that?
I would wait. I would wait to see what the line does. I mean, if you can get it at 6.5, or if you can get it at 7, I think if you could have gotten it at 8 when it first opened up, I think that's where the money was right there. Because anytime you're dealing with those little half points in football, you want that 7.5 or that 3.5 so you can cover your tail on a touchdown or a field goal. So I think 8 was the move. I think now, I mean, you're looking at unless you think it's going to be a field goal game, I mean, you're looking at a push. So I don't know.
Okay. Hey, for some people, push is a win, Holden. So
this is true.
So
I look at that as a loss.
Push.
Wow, dang, dude,
too much invested.
Too much invested, baby. Aaron, I know you ain't picking them Bengals. I know you ain't picking that. All right, pick them. Whatever, dude. I get it. Steelers got a 1-game lead on them, right? It's fine, dude. It's just a crowded AFC North. It's fine.
I'm hurting, dude. Like the game that he just Stroud just came off of was fantastic, albeit against the Bucs. And the Bucs defense hasn't been playing well as of late. And Cincinnati's defense against Buffalo last night kind of made me think, like, is the Cincinnati defense back? Are they playing out of their minds? And are they just going to?
But they're not great. No
okay.
Offense.
Well, I'm
biased.
I am too, dude. I really don't want to pick them, but My record is suffering, dude. Last week's picks got wrecked, so I'm
For
gonna I'm
real.
gonna take the safe pick here. Keep my bias inside of me for this week, maybe.
Dude, heck
Take
yeah.
Cincinnati.
Ew, dude, I can't believe
Gross,
you did that.
I know, I
dude. Clip
know, I
that, clip
know.
that, clip that. No, dude, that's gross. That's disgusting. I
Dude, he
can't believe
likes
that came out of
Cincinnati.
your mouth, dude.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
I heard he loves Joe Burrow, dude. He's like, yeah, Joe Shiesty. Dude doesn't even have a beard, dude. Come on.
Right.
No facial hair. Let's get rid of this game. I hate it.
Hey,
Aaron,
man.
you ready to go back to back?
Back to back.
Back to back. Good, because you're going. It's Packers hosting the Steelers, dude, at Acrisure Stadium. They're favored by 3, man. Ooh, I love this. I love this game.
I
Tell me
like
why
it
you
because
love it.
it reminds me of 2011. You know, it reminds me of that like
Black and
very
yellow, green and yellow.
cold weather game, and you know the
Yeah.
defenses are playing well. I guess
Yeah.
Green Bay just got back on track against I guess a bad Rams team. But
Oh,
let me
yeah, no,
tell
Matt
you,
Stafford hurt.
yeah, yeah. Let me tell you, Pittsburgh is gonna win this game right here, boys.
Okay.
Jordan Love, overrated. Overrated. Green
That's
Bay's
good.
O line, overrated. Green
Yeah.
Bay's head coach doesn't even know how to scheme up Aaron Jones, their best player, to get in the end zone. You know what they do at goal line? They put in big, thick quads. Aiden Dillon, I think it's
Yeah.
yeah,
AJ
Dillon,
Dillon.
AJ
yeah, AJ
Dillon.
Dillon,
Dillon.
and they still can't get in the end zone. So take it from me. Pittsburgh's
Mhm.
about to eat. It's going to be another sideline Canada game. All right. We're 1-0 with Canada on the sideline.
Dude.
And I know there were rumors of George Pickens being a little bit of a diva, deleted a bunch of his posts and, unfollowed the players, but he since followed them back.
Yeah.
And Deontay Johnson got his first touchdown last game. That's going to continue. I
Hmm.
do not see the Steelers struggling that much with this Green Bay team. So
Okay.
pick the Steelers.
All right. Holden, you gonna pick the Steelers?
Yeah, I'll just piggyback off what Aaron said.
Dude, nice. Yeah, I'm on the Steelers. I'm not gonna lie, Packers, nice dub, but you played a banged up team that had no offense going for them. Steelers at home, they got a home game last week. I mean, a little extra rest with that Thursday nighter last week.
Yes.
So
Need that.
hopefully lightning strikes twice. This Packers team is not great. I mean, still not a bad team, but Steelers at home, Mike Tomlin at home. I can't fade that. I'm definitely taking Pittsburgh -3. Even if it's a push, I'll take it. But they'll find a way to win it. It may be ugly. It may be gritty, but they're gonna find a way
Dude,
to
I,
get
I
it
will
done.
say one thing about just winning ugly, and like this has kind of been swirling around the social media sphere. I don't care if Pickett only throws for 160 and a touchdown. If it's a win, it's a win, and that's a lot more than what we were expecting with this team, with this offensive coordinator, and the amount of yards that this defense gives up. Like LeBron said it best: we're getting outplayed by basically every team we play, at least on both sides of the ball, and we're still coming away with the dub. So hate
Mhm.
it, love it, but you can't ignore us anymore.
Well, big thing for y'all is just takeaways and sacks. Like it's just been working for you. And that only it's just like when it comes down to red zone, it's like not a bad red zone team. You'll hold them to 3. You will bend but won't break, and like that's helped. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Najee Harris has scored back-to-back weeks now, right?
Hmm.
So while not a ton of yards, I mean, just nice to see him, like what Holden said, maybe build a little confidence.
Yeah.
So love to see that. Keeping it rock and rolling here. AFC NFC South matchup. The Titans at Tampa Bay. Tampa the favored -1. Both teams tough losses. Chance to win it. Didn't happen. Holden, help me make sense of this. You gonna take Will Levis? I'm assuming they're gonna start him until whenever.
I think he's earning the right to start indefinitely for
I agree.
this Titans team. And I think this Titans team is decent. I know they talked about selling, but I think they again, like you said, they had a chance to beat Pittsburgh. I like them better in this spot. I like them on a bounce back. I think Will Levis didn't have a great showing, but had an okay showing. And I look
Yeah.
for him to build off of this matchup against what I think is not a great Bucs team. Defensively, I think they're falling apart a little bit. I think that 2-0 start kind of fooled everybody just a little bit. Everyone thought this Baker team was going to be a lot better, but from what I'm seeing, I just don't like what I'm seeing, and maybe I haven't seen enough of the Bucks, but I also am just rooting against NFC teams at this point too. So, give me the Titans.
With you, Aaron.
Holden pretty much hit it on the head. The Bucks just haven't been playing well in terms of just finishing games. I mean, they still racked up 35 points, and 37 points, and that's all well and good. And Tennessee does not have that great of a defense, but I did like the way that Will Levis was playing. He played with confidence. He was able to throw the ball in tight windows and while, getting hit. So if he can just hone down on the mistakes in the back part of the game, like no fourth quarter interceptions, they would have ended up beating Pittsburgh. So they can win a lot more games if he just tightens up the rookie mistakes. So
Totally with you. I'm gonna fade both of y'all. I'm gonna take the Bucks here at home. I don't know why, dude. Mike Evans. I love him. I always have a soft spot for Bake. The run game is what worries me, especially with Derrick Henry. I think if Titans control the clock, I'm kind of interested in the over here at 38.5. Just I think both these defenses are sus. But I'm gonna ride the Bucks at home, maybe to bounce back. Staying away from the gambling wise, but I'll take the Bucks. Moving on to an AFC North divisional matchup. Huge playoff implications on the line potentially. The Browns are coming down to Baltimore Murderland. Baltimore favored -6. Hey, that's what they call it. Don't whatever you do, folks at home, do not look up the murder per capita for Baltimore, Maryland. It will shock you. Time it will, or if you're familiar with it, it won't. So, but whatever. There's some nice parts. Visit Baltimore. Go to the aquarium. Eat some crabs.
Stay in the harbor.
Yes. Yes. 1,000%, brother. So I forgot what I was going to say here. Yeah, Browns Ravens, Baltimore favored -6 after they just got a huge dub against the Seahawks, like we said. Aaron, which are you going to be partially biased here? It's been a rock and a hard place.
Oh man, I mean, we do need Baltimore to lose some, and at that same time, we also need Cleveland to lose. So, but Baltimore's been playing so good, man. I can't see them being stopped by Cleveland. I don't care if Deshaun Watson is starting or if Amari Cooper has a good game. I don't see it happening. So, taking Murderland.
Dude, heck yeah, that's so awesome. Dude, I'm on the Ravens as well. At home, John Harbaugh, tough to do it. They're finding a way. Browns still without Deshaun Watson, maybe for the rest of the year at this point. I have no idea. Looking like a total flub here.
I thought he played last week.
I don't think he did.
Who, Deshaun?
I thought it was Ford or whatever.
Ford's
I could have sworn
back.
I'm capping.
I could have sworn Deshaun Watson played last week.
I might.
Was he good?
Probably capping.
No.
I mean, they won.
Had a couple of tutters. I know.
Had one. Dude, I was capping.
Yep. 19 for 30, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Dude, I capped. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Deshaun Watson stinks. His shoulder is still bomb. They played a Cardinals team that is absolutely just banking on Kyler Murray to somehow salvage their season, and they're looking at next year. Dude, I'm on the Ravens. They're gonna lay the points. They're gonna lay -6 for sure. Hold it.
This is a very tough game for me. Very tough.
It is.
I got a Lamar MVP. I got the Bengals winning the division. It's like, what do I want to do here? It's still early. I kind of feel like after what I just saw from Baltimore, it's tough for me to pick the Browns, even though I want to pick the Browns.
Yeah.
I just think this Ravens team just looks so good. Like, I don't get it, dude. But
I don't either.
I mean, they're just putting up points. They're just putting up points. I don't know. This defense is tough. It's going to be a gritty battle. It's AFC North, but yeah, I guess give me the Ravens. I don't like it, but take the Ravens.
He's sick if they give Hill some more carries.
No, not with that new guy they just got.
Keaton Mitchell.
Rookie. Yeah, Keaton Mitchell. He ran all over the yard. So
he got 40 of them on one run. So whatever, dude. I don't care. I ain't scared. Moving it on. San Francisco 49ers going all the way to Duval to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. San Fran -3. It's looking like the only major person on the injury report is Debo, questionable. Holden, you on San Fran? Jags have won like 6 in a row, both off a bye.
This is the hardest game, I think, for me on the slate to look at and pick.
I agree.
San Fran's lost 3 straight. Jags are hot. Chase Young, I think, is going to help a lot on that one side against Nick Bosa and Chase Young paired up.
True.
I feel like there's got to be a bounce back spot for the 49ers. And I feel like the 49ers really need this win to get themselves a shot at some home field advantage, because the Seahawks are creeping. I mean, they caught a break with the Seahawks losing, but they're going to need the Seahawks to start losing, but they're also going to have to start winning. So as much as I do like this Jags team, I'm going to take the 49ers.
Dude, heck yeah. Holden, I'm telling you, I'm on the Niners as well. I love this Niners team. Shut up, Burke. CMC healthy is great. T. Williams, Silverback, back. It's great. Rest, Chase Young. This Jags team is good. I hate to say it, but may have to look at like who exactly they've played. But yeah, 49ers I think are just the more proven team, even though they've been sliding a little recently. So I'll do that, and I'll take the -3. Aaron.
Man, I mean, you guys have pretty much said it. It's a really, really tough matchup.
Yeah.
I don't think Deebo Samuel is slated to play, right?
It says questionable.
I think he's going to play.
Okay, and this is in.
I think he is.
Oh man, I honestly I did really like how the Jacksonville Jaguars offense has been playing. Just in terms of ETN running the ball and what's his name? Sean, the wide receiver. What's his name? Calvin Ridley.
Dude,
finally getting a get back game. So he did really well.
Ain't done shit since week 2.
I hope this bye week has done something for the San Francisco 49ers, whether it be linemen, really good linemen healthy. Yeah.
Trent Williams,
dude. I don't know why I had a brain fart
future
there.
Hall of Famer.
If
99
he's
overall in Madden at like almost 40, pretty much.
That's
35.
Actually pretty sick.
Same difference.
Rounding, dude. Who cares? Yeah, Trent Williams is back. I think that run game stays solid. So I'm gonna pick San Fran here. But I do expect dude.
41.
I do expect the Jags to cover here.
Dang, dude, that's bold. That's a tight line. Moving on here. NFC matchup of the NFC Championship game a couple years back, many years back now. Saints traveling the Minnesota Vikings. The New Orleans Saints to play Josh Dobbs. New Orleans favored somehow, -2.5. Quick, I guess I don't want to say shout out, but not shout out to Michael Thomas for not catching a single ball and not being targeted once, putting up a big goose egg when I had to play Holden this week. It was so great. I had to start that other.
Hey, Gabe Davis did the same thing to me, so
bro, I don't care. I don't trade him. No, don't trade him. Whatever. I just can't be last.
Gabe Davis is so inconsistent.
Oh yeah,
you just can't start him back-to-back games. He's boom and bust.
Well, there was like
he had 4 weeks in a row where he was in the end zone straight 4 weeks in a row, and then it's like 2 bad games, then 1 good game, then one. It's like, what am I? JJ, I need you back. I need you back this week.
Whatever. Yeah. Does Dobbs magic strike twice? The whole city gonna be cutting off eyebrows, Aaron?
I don't know.
Jetta's maybe back? Eligible to return?
Is he? He's in the 21-day window, though. So it's not an immediate return, right?
No. But, I mean...
They could activate him this week.
Yeah.
And he could play.
Dude, I loved what Dobbs did in order to pull that out. Granted, it was late game heroics. But, yeah, he's been balling on, like...
Had a little Josh Allen in the way he's kind of running it and pump faking, man.
Yes, dude. I really do like, and I don't know why you keep like shitting on the Saints, dude. The Saints are a good team.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
They have a decent defense. They score 20 points a game or more. Like that's all you really need to do to win games.
Dude, they're not that good.
Look,
They almost lost to the Bears. They're not that good. They're 5-4.
I mean,
They're okay.
That's
anyways, if Jettas is back, I'll lean Minnesota. But for right now, I'm taking New Orleans.
so. Wait, hold on. If Jettas is back, you're taking Minnesota?
Yes,
Okay.
if he's back.
Okay.
But for right now, I've got New Orleans Saints. So
Nice.
there you go.
Holden, who you going to go with,
Yeah.
huh?
Saints, 100%. Vikings are a threat. Saints are leading this division. Vikings are 4-4.
Dang, he's not wrong, though.
Need the Saints to pull away. We're one game out of the wild card spot. Vikings currently hold the 7th seed. I think Josh Dobbs is good. I think he's going to help them stay in contention, but I need them to drop a couple. And JJ, I hope he's back. I think JJ will be back this week. They talked about him maybe resting another couple of weeks. I think with them knowing that the season is close to be, they're close to a wild card berth, or they're technically in that picture. I think he's going to come back this week. I think this is kind of when it's urgent for some of these players that could rest another week or two. They're like, no, we need these guys back. And yeah, go Saints though. Need the Saints to win this one.
Dude, I hate to say it, I do like picking them New Orleans Saints, but yeah, it's Vikings here. Holden, I'm sorry, that cut you off.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say Alvin Kamara, absolute stud since he came back. Absolute stud.
Yeah, whatever. The ball is Jamal Williams. Come on, please.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I'm in shambles. I'm on the Vikings, home team. I'll take it. They got a lot of grit. They're finding a way to win it. They get JJ back. I think that's huge, just to, I don't know, open some things up, make some smart decisions. We'll see. I'll ride with that. Moving on to probably maybe one of the worst games of the week here. Falcons traveling to the desert of Arizona. Perhaps the first game of Kyler Murray back. Reported to see how this week goes. Barring any major setbacks.
He gonna play.
K1 back. K1 back. Yeah, Holden, is Murray gonna light it up? Yeah, dub.
Absolutely.
You think against this hot Atlanta team?
And James Conner's should be activated this week as well.
Ooh, that is huge. That is huge. The Conner
should be. So I think they. I mean, I love Heineke. Don't get me wrong. I was rooting for him. I started him at quarterback this week. I love me a little Heineke magic. I think Drake London will be back this week. He missed last week, but still, I think Kyler Murray's got a lot to prove. And I think this week against a bad. If Josh Dobbs can come off the bench and come on to a new team less than a week and beat an Atlanta team, I would think a Kyler Murray, who still has just the natural athletic ability.
Does he?
I 100% believe he does. I 100% believe he does. I think Kyler.
Mobility?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think Kyler Murray's going to run it. I think he's going to run in at Sutter straight up.
Okay.
If Josh Dobbs can do it, I think Kyler Murray can do it. I think Arizona starts getting really tough. I'm so glad we played the Cardinals early, because I think the Cardinals are going to be a tough team. They've played a lot of teams tough, and now that they're getting their franchise quarterback back, I think they're going to be a tough team to play moving forward.
Hey, dude, Aaron, you concur?
I mean, Arthur Smith has just totally lost all faith, or I've lost all faith in Arthur Smith, dude. He doesn't know how to win with his team. He just doesn't.
Can't win with him.
Why? I mean, look, all props be to Jonnu Smith for getting that really long touch, Jonnu Smith, right? Yeah, totally forgot about him because I thought Kyle Pitts was your number one, but apparently, exactly. Who? But I can't trust them to use Bijan Robinson, the guy they picked, very high up in the draft. It's just like, what are we doing, Atlanta? What are we doing? You just lost to Dobbs, who didn't know anything about the playbook.
He just knew how to find a W.
Love eating those. Kyler Murray coming back, the king of off-schedule plays. Maybe they'll get another win here. Let's go AZ.
Wow. That's bold. I don't know. This Carl's team definitely has some fight. I need to see more out of.
You're going to confidently pick Atlanta for this game?
No, I can't. But they've been tough. But Arizona's won what? One game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then how can I pick that? And Kyler's such a good question mark. He wasn't even that good last year before he got hurt. I know it's a whole different head coach, and all that, but I'm just saying, and
I mean, they
the big thing
were.
that made him special was mobility. And if you're telling me he has a knee injury and he's recovering it, we know it takes like a full 2 years to fully recover from that. I don't know. That's just tough, but
He's got a lot to prove. This is a prove it game for Kyler, and I think he's going to
Yeah.
prove it.
I'm so big on home teams too. I'll take Arizona. I'll tell y'all. I'm weak. I'm a weak man.
There it is.
I don't have the confidence to pick Falcons. Damn it.
I mean,
Also need the Falcons to lose. That
Yeah.
too. Need the
Yeah,
Falcons.
you do.
Need the Falcons to lose.
Yeah. All right, now that we got
that's what we're
that
rooting for.
garbage of a game out of the way, Detroit playing the Chargers. We right now are going to play Monday Night Football against the Jets. We'll see how that goes. Detroit, currently wasn't a line on ESPN, so I had to go to our friends over at DraftKings to get a line at Detroit -1.5. Aaron, you going to ride these Detroit Kitties against the Bolts?
Oh man! Again, it's gonna have to.
Detroit off a bye.
Mm.
Detroit off a bye.
Do we know if David Montgomery's gonna be back in?
He
Questionable.
probably will. Doesn't matter though.
Yeah,
Jameer
because
Gibbs
they
is
got
way
Jameer
better.
Gibbs.
He's not.
Look-
He's too young. Too inexperienced.
I don't have any
Can't find the
faith.
rock.
I don't have any faith in Los Angeles' defense, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take Detroit off of a bye. They'll have some rested players, and they'll get back to their winning ways. I will say, if they do end up beating, or if the Chargers do end up beating the Jets, that'll at least show that their offense is still competent enough to beat a top 10 defense.
Mhm.
So, I don't think Detroit's defense is amazing, but they're definitely a better overall team than the
Yeah.
Jets. So,
I mean, Hutchinson is still a stud. That
Right.
kid is a beast off the edge for sure.
yeah.
Aaron,
taking
or
Detroit.
sorry, nice. I like that. Holden.
Detroit. Hundo P. For sure. Off the bye.
Dang,
Jameer
also
Gibbs. If Jameer Gibbs was
Jameer.
solo, I would take him. But if Montgomery's back, you got a serious two-headed monster that I think Dan
yeah.
Campbell realizes he has like two number one backs that he can
Oh, for
use
sure.
and actually just rest Montgomery so he's not always hurt. And then he's got Jameer Gibbs who can average 7 yards a carry. So and he can catch out the backfield. So you just have weapons on weapons. They just traded for some dude too. I forget who they traded for, but they traded for some dude.
Donovan
Who's wide
Peoples
receiver?
Jones.
Yeah, speedster, right? Speedster.
Yeah.
So it's like they're just
Yeah, I
trying
like
to
that.
add a little speed to the outside, open up
Yeah.
Amra. So
Question:
yeah,
Are they
like
done with JMO? Do they
No,
think
I
that's a
don't
failed?
think so.
Would they go trade for a wide receiver, a speed wide receiver? Like, is
I think
I
it's
think they're
depth.
just trying
I
to.
think they know they're
I
a
just
good
try.
team.
I think
It's
they're
one
trying
of
to
those
just open
pushes.
up. They're just trying to open stuff up. I just think they're trying to
Yeah.
open a little bit up. And what? Their tight end Porta.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
his
he's a
Laporta.
beast.
What a beast, dude. He's solid too.
Those
Like
Iowa
that's why
tight
they.
ends, bro.
for
That's why they
real?
let Hawkinson go. They were like, we're okay with letting Hawkinson go because of this man. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
too much firepower. I mean, then again, I think the Chargers are starting to hit that injury bug right now where they're just, aside from Eckler and Keenan Allen, Josh Palmer's out. They obviously lost Mike Williams for the year.
Yeah, that sucks.
Quentin
Gerald
Johnson's
Everett.
getting his reps, but yeah, Gerald Everett's still a viable option.
He's coming back tonight, but he was
He's
injured.
all right,
so
though.
He's okay. It's just that
He's
like he had a
alright.
couple of like primetime games where he totally fucked up routes and lost games against like the Kansas City Chiefs late or
Yeah.
because they had that one pick six. I think it was like last year or the year before. But like he just like doesn't show up in big games, at least from what I've seen. So
is
Yeah,
he
no,
not
but
showing up tonight? Is he not showing up tonight?
He's not showing up tonight, Holden.
well it'll
I
depend
heard he's gonna have
because
5 fumbles.
now that
Well,
Mike Williams
I
is
benched
out,
him, Sean. Sean, I benched him.
I don't care.
I'm playing no tight end this week.
oh my god,
That's
Are you
right,
actually?
Sean. Yes, of course.
I'm never talking to you again.
no. Oh yeah, no, here's Gerald Everett.
why-
I want to end,
why-
I want to end the show right here.
Why would I start a tight end if I'm guaranteed a win? There's no point. I've already guaranteed myself a win, so I don't need to start the tight end and risk myself losing.
Dude, you don't want to go for highest score to win $5?
I
this week?
already checked. I'm not going to hit that, so I was like, screw
You
it.
don't
I'm
know
just
that.
sitting my tight end. I do.
Everett
okay,
could have a
so
40-point game.
Gerald Everett's going to have he's going to need a 60-point game. If Gerald Everett, I will get a Gerald Everett tattoo if he scores 60 points tonight. Straight up.
Swear on it.
Swear on it.
Pod official. Oh, dude, that hurts.
Oh man.
Back to business. I'm on the Lions here. This Chargers team is inconsistent. I know they don't have a ton of wins. I think they're 4-5 right now going into this matchup or
They are
something like
3
that.
and 4.
3-4. They only have, I think, out of their home games, they've only won 2 of them.
Yep.
I know they're at home. A concerning stat for me when I looked it up was our boy Dan Campbell, after buys, I know it's a limited sample size, is 0-1-1
That's not
as head coach of the
horrible.
Detroit Lions. Although,
not
granted,
good.
last year they played Dallas after their bye, so I kind of give that a little bit of leeway there. But yeah, I'm on Detroit here. This Bolts team, injury bug, unless Herbert just balls out and this defense actually somehow gets it together. Nah, Detroit's going to find a way to get her done. I'm going to take Detroit -1.5 on my card as well. Oh, thank God we're off that game. We're never talking fantasy here again. I just can't be last, dude. I just can't be last. They're going to.
Patrick's 1-7
Hold
right
on.
now. So
Did you
God.
Sean, were you actually holding on to hope that Everett was going to fumble a bunch?
No, oh, absolutely not. No, of course not, dude. Come on.
Okay.
strategy,
Oh my-
dude. Strategy.
Dude, dude, when Mike, I would have had a chance if Mike Thomas, I think, actually did something and James Cook did something. I was like, oh, great. Oh, so cool. Like, that's awesome.
I for sure thought this was a loss for me just because most of my decent players were on buys. And so I was just like, man, this is going to be – that's why I had to throw in Heineke. And I was just like, I almost threw Geno in. Geno got 1 point. I think that was the right move because, I just wouldn't start any quarterbacks. I wouldn't start any quarterbacks against Baltimore's defense.
No, until proven otherwise, Dude, maybe, Pickens, dude. I think can tear it off.
Maybe.
It's the gloves, dude. Yeah, no, I didn't think I was going to win or after that, but I was hoping for a better showing. I was like, I think I can win this week. I just need my main Bills players to do well, and that didn't happen. Maybe if Kincaid had scored and Josh had not thrown a pick and maybe like 2 more scores. But either way, regardless, it's on to the next week, dude. I just can't be last. Okay. Divisional matchup, Giants, dead. Dun chain. There's been a dun chain on them. Going to Big D. They already got blowed out earlier this year. Dallas is favored by a whopping -15.5 on DraftKings. Maybe don't have to talk much about this game. Sorry if you're a Giants fan. That sucks. Maybe Tyrod does better. I don't know. But I'm going to take Dallas.
Tyrod's not playing.
Yeah, Tyrod's hurt.
He's on
Oh,
IR.
that's right. They're going with
So is Darren Waller.
Danny DeVito.
Baby.
Danny DeVito. Yeah, dude. Oh, for sure on Dallas. I might alt spread this just for fun. Just see if lightning strikes twice in the season. But it's going to be Dallas. I'm taking 15.5. Holden.
Yeah, hate to say it. This is my survivor pick this week. I need the Cowboys to lose, but it is what it is. Cowboys are going to win this game, should win this game. They already beat them 40-0 week 1, and that was when the offense was at its healthiest. And now you're just in shambles. And they just lost a heartbreaker to the Eagles where they really could have won that game. So I think they're going to get a bounce-back game, as much as I hate to say it. I'm taking them in Survivor this weekend. My suicide pool, I think this is almost a bye week for the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to drop like 70 points on them, dude. They're
going to break Miami's record.
It's something. It's going to look. It's going to be a bloodbath. Like I can't be partially biased. Just clubbing like baby seals again, dude. Like it's going to be bloody. And yeah, I'm so sorry, Giants fans. Shout out to my wife. She's a Giants fan. Don't watch, babe. Don't watch. It's going to be worse than week 1. This is going to be so bad. Like, Deuce Vaughn is probably going to get a touchdown this game. Like, that's how bad it's going to be. So
that sucks.
Anyways,
Holden, real quick. There was a Cowboys fan that we know that said something in a group chat that you're not a part of, but he said that I think it was like the past 10 or it was almost even 20 years that the Cowboys, no one has had a more talented roster than the Dallas Cowboys. I know you're biased here, but I just needed someone to bring that back down to earth because I thought it was such a ludicrous statement. I screenshotted it and sent it to Aaron, and I was like, well, what is this dude smoking?
On this current roster that they have?
No, like the
So
past 10 years. Like
yeah,
they were the most talented team at points in the last 10 to 20 years.
he was saying that with all the talent that they've had, they just haven't really accumulated any meaningful wins in terms of like playoff appearances, or they always shit the bed in an important spot in the year, but they're always one of the best teams going into it. Do you agree with that?
No, I hate the Cowboys. Cowboys suck.
Dude, that's right. That's what I'm saying, dude. They freaking dude. Oh wait, no, here it is. I got a Cowboys
Okay.
have arguably been most talented roster in football for half a decade with nothing to show. Most
I mean,
talented?
I don't know. I mean, if you want to date back to when they had that offensive line in like 2016, maybe you could talk about that. I mean, they had a good
But like
offensive
Tony
line. We
Romo
had
was like never a top five guy. I mean, I think top 10 is even a stretch.
That's what I'm saying. When they had like
Dez
prime
was great.
Zeke, when they had prime Zeke, like
Mm-hmm.
and that good offensive line, maybe they. I mean, you could argue that they were like maybe a top five, maybe a top 10 talented roster.
Well,
I mean,
that was the last time
on
they made
paper,
the NFC Championship, right? That was when they played
not the NFC Championship, divisional round, not the
divisional,
championship.
and they
Yeah.
lost to Aaron Rodgers on the toe tap there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just saying. I thought that was
But yeah,
ludicrous.
I don't know. I mean, of course, Cowboy fans are going to say that, but
I thought it was a ton of copium. I was like, yo, like not a bad team by any means, but saying the most talented
no.
roster. I was
I
like,
mean, if you said
sheesh.
one of the most talented, like I mean, maybe on paper,
Most.
but not most. No, not
Yeah, I
most.
wouldn't say most. Like maybe
Yeah.
like a top five roster every single like year that they were in there, maybe.
Yeah, on paper, I think you could say, and from maybe an offensive, maybe offensive only. I think talking offense, like yeah,
Yeah, I
you've
would
Fair.
got
say
to.
Yeah.
that offensively, sure, but like defensive was like, oh, there's a ton of question marks and they don't stop.
Screw
Besides
them
very
boys.
few.
Move on.
Moving on, we're done talking Cowboys. Holden, it's your game of the
Yeah.
week, dude.
All right,
Congrats.
hype it. Thanks, man. I'm pumped, dude. I'm freaking pumped.
Dude, you should be, dude. You're going to Seattle, the rainy city.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Seattle favored by a whopping 6.5 right meow.
Hmm.
Y'all gonna win?
I think so, dude. I think so.
That'd be tight. That'd be so sick.
I think Washington is pulling out the same script, the same playbook that they have the past 4 years. Start
Mhm.
off rough, and then they go on a little. I believe last year we participated in No Loss November,
Ooh,
or it may
There's
have been a
some.
year, may have been the year before that. Either way, we were
regardless.
either 3-1 or 4-0. We typically have a good November. We started it off strong.
That's when
Yeah.
it's important.
This Seahawks team did not look great. We are actually 7-1 in Seattle all time as the Washington
Ooh.
Commanders football team, Redskins. We typically play well there. I remember the last time we played. I remember it like it was 6 years ago, and we got a nice dub against the Legion of Boom. And was it still Legion of Boom? 6 years
Sure.
ago, might have
Yeah.
been. Either way, I think Sam Howell
2017.
showed me he's progressed, continuing to after a great game, even though they lost. He has another great game. He's throwing for a lot of yards. They trust him throwing the ball. He's working on
They should.
just the overall pocket presence. And if our offensive line can let him develop, he is going to find an open man. We have the receivers for it. DK Metcalf scares me on Emmanuel Forbes. We're going to need Emmanuel Forbes to step up, or whoever's going to be on DK, because that's our corners are way undersized, just like most of them
Mhm.
against DK. But I think we have a shot, and I think they know what's in front of them. I think the team needed a win like that to really get themselves in the right headspace and know that they're capable of stacking wins regardless of who it's against. I'm going to pick us this week. Hope it doesn't burn me, but I typically like Ron Rivera in November, even though he pisses me off. Give me the Commanders to get back to 500, and let's write this script all over again where I get heartbroken week 17.
Yes, dude. Oh, well said. Well said. Aaron, do you agree with this bold prediction from Washington insider Holden Tucciaroni?
Look, I agree. Sam Howell is throwing it all over the yard, and what I would do to see Kenny Pickett throw for 300 plus yards for a couple of games, dude.
What
That
would
would
you do?
be
Get a tattoo.
unquestionable things. Maybe I don't know. But dude, I don't know if the Ravens was just an anomaly against these Seattle Seahawks, but the Seattle Seahawks have dropped, I think, two of their last three.
Hmm.
So, or no, okay, so no, they've won two of their last three.
Yeah.
Still, it's. I think it'll be a close game, but I think I'm gonna take Seattle here.
Oof.
You're dead to me.
That's, yeah, you're
Sorry.
dead to him.
Switch my Steelers pick.
Don't say
No,
that,
I'm just kidding.
I was like, that dude almost had him.
dude.
Oh my,
Ah,
classic. Dude, I want to take the Commanders here. You hyped me up. I think 6.5 is a little much, maybe.
It is a lot.
But the thing is, Seattle's only lost once at home. I don't mean that doesn't mean much, but maybe it means something.
12th man, you know.
I think 12th man is kind of done. I don't think 12th man is the same as it was when Russell Wilson was the quarterback.
Scheming, scheming.
Dude, I gotta take the Seahawks, dude. Record here on the line. I hope I'm wrong. Low-key want to take Washington to cover six
All
and
right,
a
you
half.
know
Seems
what?
like a
Hey,
lot.
I'm on the Seahawks too. I'm on the Seahawks too. Official pick. I'm on the Seahawks too.
What trickery is this?
I'm sorry, babe. He's doing the thing. He's doing that thing.
He's doing
I'm
that
on the
thing again.
Seahawks.
Dude.
Daddy's been drinking again.
Papa needs his medicine.
Oh my God. All right, Holden, just like confidently speaking, like where are you at when you see this Seahawks team? Are you afraid of them? Are you confident that the team can really get it going? Like, do you trust Ron
I am.
Rivera in this spot?
I am afraid of them. Yes, I am afraid of the Seahawks team. I think the Seahawks team is good. I
'Cause, I mean,
just
you guys
think,
just shipped off one of your like two of your best
But they
defensive
got a
linemen
dub.
yeah, they
against the
got the dub.
Patriots.
All right, like, dude, I hate to say
Dub's
it,
a
but Bill
dub, dude.
Belichick always
It is
gives
a
him a
dub.
chance, man.
Bill
Like,
Belichick in Foxborough. So if
also a
they can
road dub, not even a home dub.
Right.
if they can beat Phil Carroll in
Fail.
if they can beat Phil Carroll in Seattle after beating Bill Belichick in Foxborough, that's a big deal. I mean, those
It
are
is
two good
huge.
coaches, and
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm scared for sure. I mean, this is technically another life support game. You're trying to get back to 500, where you hope that you can stack a couple because you might argue that the seventh seed in the NFC could potentially be 8-9. You could argue that with the way the NFC is playing out and how some of these teams are falling, that seventh spot could be a really, 8-9, 9-8. So I mean, you could afford a couple losses, but really, if we really want to beat the teams that are ahead of us, everything's in front of us. We play the Rams, we play the Seahawks, we play the Cowboys twice, we play the Giants. Like, we have to beat those teams, but they do scare me for sure. I'm going Seahawks for sure.
All right.
All right. Well said. Oh, let's go here to I think this is still a primetime game. The primetime Sunday nighter. New Jersey Jets are going to the desert of Las Vegas to play the Raiders. Jets favored right now, -2.5, barring whatever happens tonight on Monday Night Football. Holden, you think the Raiders get two in a row here at home?
Who are they playing again? I'm so sorry. Whiz right by me.
The New York Jets, New Jersey Jets.
No, I think the Jets are going to win this one. I think the Jets are going to win this one. Yeah, I think I've said it a million times, broken record. Aaron Rodgers just walk in. I already saw a pregame of him just walking on the field. Dude's coming back at some point. They're one game out of the playoff spot right now. They need to stack a couple. This is a huge opportunity to do it. Don't like the quarterback play for the Raiders. And Zach Wilson, not doing anything crazy, but keeping them in it for long enough for Aaron Rodgers to potentially make that comeback against us on Christmas Eve. So take the Jets.
I hate that so much. I'm going to jump in. Dude, it's the Raiders. All right, this is a different Raiders. They got their swagger back. Devonta Adams getting the ball. They're doing whatever. Mason Crosby. That's the extent of names I really know. And yeah, they beat a awful, awful Giants team.
Josh
But they're
Jacobs
going to find a way.
2 touchdowns that game, so
Yeah, Josh Jacobs is back, dude. He was just getting mismanaged. This other guy knows how to pound the rock. He's back. Yeah, dude, I'm on the Raiders here, dude. I got to be partially biased. The Jets got to drop some. I mean, technically, both these teams could lose their tie, and that'd be good for me. But I'm going to take the Raiders in the spot just because I need the Jets to get off the Bills back in the division for sure. Aaron.
I think the new look Raiders only played just one of the worst teams in the NFL, and it depends really how the New York Jets play this game tonight, because their
True.
defense is still really good, dude.
I know. I hate it.
And
Well
this
coached.
this Raiders offense, for whatever they did last game, I think Jacoby Myers had one reception that was a touchdown, cool, and Josh Jacobs got back to form. But again, pretty bad Giants team. I think I'm gonna take the Jets here. Sorry.
Disgusting. I'm disappointed with both of you. That's fine. That's fine. Let's move it on here. It's my game of the week. Oh, these Bills are so disappointing. Not disappointing, they're just frustrating. We're gonna host Broncos. We're gonna host Denver. Denver's coming to Orchard Park. Buffalo's favored by a whopping 7.5. I actually love that number. You know I'm taking it. We're good at home. We're good in prime time. McDermott's good in prime time. A little banged up. I mean, been banged up, but hopefully we'll get things situated with guys who got injured this last game. This Broncos team still stinks. I know they've rattled up a few dubs, but Russell Wilson still stinks. This Denver team is still not that good. Buffalo will find a way to win here. I need Ken Dorsey to figure it out. Figure it out. We're either going to play with pace, and get quickly line and just like no huddle, just like quick to the ball, whatever. We're going to let Josh just literally run wild and do absurd things that no quarterback should do or should get away with at least. But he's an absolute freak of nature, so he'll get away with it, I guess, sometimes. Live by the sword, die by the sword. I need Josh to stop throwing damn interceptions. I'm sick of it. I can't have an excuse for it anymore. 6 games in a row with a pick.
Yeah, you can't have that, especially the way we're talking about Josh Allen. You can't. He's turning the ball over way too much.
Especially for how banged up the defense is. It's not like the defense is like elite to bail him out.
Yeah, it's actually becoming really scary. People are talking about that, where it's like we're putting Josh Allen up there with one of some of the greats, but when you turn the ball over that much, it's getting to the point where it's like you're starting to lose some of that, and it's obviously affecting this team. It's costing them opportunities. I don't know if he's just in his head or what, but
I mean that last one was just a bad read. He just has to hit that one sooner. So it's like, I mean, it sucks to say, like, finding a silver lining. I was like, that wasn't his worst interception all year or his worst turnover. But it's like, you take that away, it's like, since he doesn't have good field position, let's assume, like, I don't know, something different happens. It's like, I can't blame the Kincaid fumble because that was a rookie moment and that stuff just happens, right? Yep. Like, I mean, 2 hands on the football, we're going to learn from that, but I've seen his role grow every week, and, like, it's been exciting to see. So
finally starting to use him, yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's exciting.
And I hate to say it, but kind of happened just because Knox went down. It was like, all right, like, he's getting all the tight end targets. Gabe isn't getting open. We don't trust these other wide receivers. Like he catches everything that's thrown to him in practice. Like, they can't rave enough about him, so they're letting them get opportunities to make plays. But anyway, we're going to beat the Broncos. We're going to get back on track. The division is not completely impossible. We really needed that win, especially with Miami losing one. That would have been nice to be tied with them, but hopefully Miami somehow finds a way to drop some more and we can rouse them off. We get a tough schedule, but if not, we'll be a dangerous wild card team. I don't think people will want to see us in the wild card if it comes to that. Aaron.
I mean, you said everything I needed to hear. It's just, I do like the fact that the fans are kind of seeing that, it's not all just Ken Dorsey, albeit he is the bigger problem. I think Josh does need to limit the turnovers because he's starting to look like the earlier Josh that we saw before Dable and
bro. He's looking like Brett Favre, dude. He's just gunslinging a little too much.
I want to know, truthfully, how confident are you in the Bills' defense? Because it looks like you guys are putting out like third stringers now.
Dude, we still held on with Cincy. I mean, with T. Higgins being back, I mean, we're finding a way. I think it's tough. I think McDermott is still a good defensive play caller. We definitely blitz more than we used to. I think the last 2 seasons we were like the lowest blitzing team. We were just like, we're going to rely on rushing 4, and these 4 dudes are going to be good at getting the quarterback, and that's it. Another thing is Vaughn keeps taking another step week by week, like just getting a little healthier, knee getting a little better.
Revenge game.
So, yeah, truly, yeah. But so I don't know. I mean, it sucks. We had Terrell Bernard go down last night with a concussion. I think Michael Hyde is questionable. There's a few other dudes. So
I mean,
it's just we're lacking depth. But Rasul Douglas,
Douglas, yeah,
from Green Bay looked good.
Okay.
So That was some nice depth improvement. I think we can hang with Denver.
Okay. I mean, like, not that I had real doubts with you in Denver. It's just, because that you're dropping, these games to teams like I'll still hold the Patriots loss as an anomaly just because it's a division game, whatever.
On the road.
Right.
We are a good home team. We're a good home team.
You're 4-1 at home. I'll take that every day. I'm still picking the Bills. I need to hear it from the horse's mouth, like how confident you are with this team.
I'm hoping it's like Miami almost, where it's like we just put them up, shut them up, take care of the ball, and just let Russell Wilson make mistakes.
All right, give me the Buffalo Bills here.
God, Holden.
For sure, Bills bounce back spot, 100%. I don't see that. I don't see them dropping one to the Broncos. If they do, there's serious trouble.
On panic.
Yeah, you should be
official
hitting
panic button.
Yeah, if you lose to the Broncos, you should 100% be on panic mode for what a lot of people have, potential Super Bowl
league
contender
winning,
type plays, players in the Bills, and this organization has been through a lot to get to this point of winning football, and now you're kind of almost, like Sean said a couple of weeks ago, it's like, kind of being brought back to earth a little bit, where it's like, oh man, like we're losing. Like, I mean, they had 4 losses all of last year, and now we're sitting at 5-4. Like, that's not where we thought the Bills would be. We thought the Bills would have maybe 1 or 2 losses at this point in the season, and I think this is a bounce back spot. I still think this Bills team is good. Josh has got to get out of limit the turnovers here, and this Bills team will be back on track and start winning some games. Get playoff Lenny in there. What are we doing?
Oh my God.
I mean, who knows? I think maybe he'll get called up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Damian Harris with his
might
injury.
need to.
I mean, he looked good. Golly, dude, those legs, dude. Like, to quote our friend Pat McAfee, like, his hamstring looked like a bicep. I was like, good Lord.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how many squats you got to do to get a hammy like that or whatever, but holy cow. I think we'll find a way. I almost think maybe we'll age a little better. Like, I know it sucks right now, but maybe Ken Dorsey figures it out and we just start lighting it up. But we'll see about that. But anyway, that brings us to best bets. Holden, I know it's early in the week. You're going to tease something for later this week, or do you have a spread you like or anything?
I really honestly do, and I'm not just saying this biasly. I really do like that Commanders 6.5. I think that this team is proven, especially when they get an opening at that 6.5, 7, which they've had twice now against the Eagles, and they found ways. I think that 6.5. I think they cover that 100%.
Dude, nice pick. Love that on my tail. Aaron.
Give me the brotherly shove and the AJ receptions, baby. They've hit every single week for 6 weeks.
Except this week.
What, for AJ Brown?
Yes, because the Eagles are on a bye.
No, I'm a fool. Oh, damn it.
Dude,
right,
you had me double checking my sheet. I was like, wait, we didn't pick a Philadelphia game, so.
Oh, dude. Oh.
Yeah.
Shows how much ball I know.
Nah, you do. You know ball. You know ball, dude.
Damn. No, you go ahead, Sean. I'll have to figure something out.
All right. Best bets. I have a big card. Not as big as the last week. I did okay last week.
You did hit the money line.
I did hit the money line. And also, just to give myself some bias credit, I don't know why I said Miami. I meant Kansas City, so that hit. Arizona was a DQ because that was before the Josh Dobbs trade. So,
fair.
Like, that's a DQ. So I think I went even because New Orleans was a push. That being said, I'm going to give you 2 best bets. I love 2 bets here.
All right.
1, obviously, Bills minus 7.5. Great home team, playing a bad Denver team. We should blow them out. We're not going to be cocky. We're humble. We know we got to get this dub. We got to get it back up again. 2 games above 500. Tough AFC. Hopefully still fight for the division. If not, tough wild card. That being said, my other non-biased best bet. Pittsburgh minus 3 at home, baby, in the Berg. Like, they're going to find a way. This Packers team not that good. I think TJ Watt is going to rattle Jordan Love's bones.
Please.
I don't see how else. So that's my best bet.
I think it's a good pick. I like our chances on defense, dude. Cam Hayward actually made a huge difference last game. So.
Oh yeah, such a stud. He's a beast. But I also got a 3-team parlay.
All right.
Normally it's 14, but we're going to get it done here. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Dallas money line. Nothing crazy, but it'll get you plus 136 right now on DraftKings. So plus money, I kind of like that. Bet 5 to win 5, whatever. 100 to win 100, you know. So, who's my bets?
All right. I think I just put something quick together for money lines. We're doing the We Hate Cleveland money line parlay.
We hate Cleveland.
It's Pittsburgh money line, Cincinnati money line, and Ravens money line. Because we just like everyone else except for Cleveland. Everybody hates Cleveland.
This is true. It's the worst, dude.
It is.
All right, that's sick. Well, fellas, great show. Holden, love having you on here.
Yes.
Let's get you on here next
He's
week.
back.
Too.
Thanks, dude. I'm at Chipotle right now, picking up food.
Nice.
Dude, where are you picking up from?
Chipotle.
Isn't that your
Dude,
second Chipotle today?
I did get Chipotle today for lunch.
Nice. Nice.
Living my dream.
Winner's
Living my
diet.
dream. I want to be you when I grow up. We'll see.
Hard life.
Nice. Nice.
Nice, dude. Bowl or burrito?
I think I went burrito this time because I had a bowl today.
Nice. Switch it up.
Switch
That's
it
how
up.
you keep it interesting. Keep it fresh.
Thank you.
Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Another episode. We'll catch you next time. Partially biased. Hope you win all your bets. Go Bills.
Here we go, Steelers. Hold it to dad.
Seahawks. Go Hawks.